So what happens when a full-time reseller that does 6 figures of reselling, what happens when I literally do nothing? When I send no offers, no sharing, no tricks, no Posher VA, no anything. When I do absolutely nothing, what happens? Download your free reseller resource guide today. I constantly update and share with you discounts, favorites, tools, and resources to help you with your reselling business. After the video, click the link in the description and get your totally free guide today. When I do absolutely nothing, what happens? I get no sales, right? I get no sales. And like many of you out there that are saying, hey, Rebecca, I'm not making any sales right now. What's going on? Like, is this summer slowdown? Is this? Is it the economy? Is it AI? What is it? Why am I not making sales? I've now figured it out because as soon as I did the nothing, like I did nothing, and then all of a sudden I went back to all my normal stuff, all of my normal sales generating activities, boom, it was like the light switch turned right back on. So I figured it out. I know exactly why you're not making sales. And if you're a person that has no sales or very slow sales and you feel like you're doing the things but you're not getting the sales, this is where we need to have a talk because I now know why. So you guys know, normally on Poshmark, and the things that I share here about what I do is I have systems in place. I've been dialing them in for years, and I, have a set offer to liker strategy. I have a relisting and listing strategy. I have a price dropping strategy. I have a my shopper strategy. I've shared all of this in videos over and over again. And I have a strategy for everything. And on a weekly basis, I stack all of these different, I call them sales generating activities. You can call them whatever you want. Tools, tactics, strategies, whatever. I call them sales generating activities. All the different things I do throughout the week to make sales. And they work. When I do them, they make sales. Well, recently I went on a 3-week European vacation and it was amazing, but I had to close my business down. And if you watch me for any number of years, usually we go on like small cruises. And so I don't shut my business down. And my most favorite thing ever on the planet is making money while I'm on vacation. That is my favorite thing in the world. And so it was actually kind of depressing when I was like, oh my God, I'm going to be gone for so long on this trip. And it's amazing, but I have to shut my store down. There was a way where I was going to try to keep it open and have my mom ship for me, but there were just so many things. Like, she's older and I had to teach her all this stuff. And I was just like, oh, I don't know if it's a good idea. So I begrudgingly made the decision to close my store. So for most of the vacation, my Poshmark closet was closed. So, okay, duh, I'm not going to make sales because we're closed. Fine. But what I did a few days out, I was still in London and we were like 5 days from coming home. I said, okay, great. It's time to turn the store back on. I'm going to open everything back up and I'll make some sales. I'll use Poshmark's free tools because I didn't bring my computer with me. So I'm going to use Poshmark's free tools on my phone and I'll have it share for me. And I'm sure I can send some offers and it'll be fine. And I'm not going to make my normal amount of sales, but I'll make something. And it'll be a good experiment because then I'll kind of learn how do people do it, when you're either new or maybe you're a part-time person and you haven't invested in Posher VA and the kind of tools that I use to enhance your business and do things for you. I'm like, this is a great experiment. Well, man, did I experiment my way into all of this. So I turned everything on. I opened up, I have 2 closets, so I opened them both up. And I thought just from doing that will just put them out there. And so, yay. So immediately I used the Poshmark free tool to let it share everything. And then nothing happened because we were busy on our vacation. And I did that maybe once, twice a day. I didn't get to do it very often because I didn't want to tie up my phone. Then I couldn't take pictures. And, we were out and about and I didn't want to use up all my data and Wi-Fi. I don't even know how that works. But the point is that I didn't have a computer with me. I was with my phone. And so my store was open. I had done some minimal sharing. So I said in the beginning, no sharing, but I did a minimal amount of sharing, once or twice a day. Very little offers because I thought it was difficult on there and I didn't like how it was set up. So that was no good. Really no offers were going out. I wasn't doing price dropping because I didn't have that, set up with my Posher VA. Later, I did realize that Poshmark has a free tool for that, but I didn't know that at the time. So the point is that for 5 days, I did basically nothing. They were just open, no promoted listings, no nothing, just it was open. And I maybe was able to manually share with the Poshmark's tool, once or twice a day. And I made no sales in 5 days, none. And so I was like, this is why. This is why people out there message me all the time saying I'm not making sales. And now I know why. Because they're not doing all the things that I normally do the way I normally do them. And the second I came home, I went straight to my little remote computer, which lives over here. And it's the one that's on all the time. And I had my Posture VA on it, and I have it set up for both closets. And I turned it on, and everything just started like that. And I made one sale on one of them, either that night or that morning. Then the next day I made another one, and then little bit, and it wasn't, it didn't happen all at once, but now I'm back to normal. And now I've been home a few weeks. But the point of all of this is that I guess I never really knew how little people were doing and how they were expecting sales to happen when they were doing so little. So that's one part of it. Number two, if you're a person that's doing things and you think you're doing things, but you're still not seeing those sales, then we have a couple of things to look at, which is good news. So either you're not doing your sales generating activities well enough, right? So like maybe you have it sharing for you, or you share, but you're not sharing enough. That's a miss. Or maybe you send out offers once a night, once you settle in and you're watching TV and Netflix, and then you send out your offers manually. That's a miss, because you're not sending out nearly enough offers in nearly enough different kinds, and that's a big miss. You're not dropping prices, you're not utilizing closet clear out, you're not utilizing my shoppers, you don't have a relisting strategy. So I can tell now when people say I have slow sales, this is why. It is in your sales generating activities. You're not doing enough, you're not doing them well enough or optimizing the actual activity. You're not doing it good enough. And you're not listening to me, obviously, when I say all the things that I do that work, because as soon as I started doing them, they started working and the sales were happening. I want to make you aware of the hottest, the best deal I have ever offered in my Rebecca the Reseller Academy. To find it, all you have to do is scroll all the way down to the bottom and you will find this right here. Hot deal, best value, all courses and digital downloads for life. This is it, friends. This is as good as it's going to get. I'm giving you everything I have in my academy, all the digital downloads, all the courses for just $20. The best part is if I create a new digital download going forward, you will get it absolutely free. This is the time to lock in the best deal I have ever offered. All you have to do is go to Rebecca the Reseller Academy, scroll down to Hot Deal, and purchase it for $20. If you're wondering what comes in this, it's everything. So you're going to get all of my courses, and you're also going to get all of the digital downloads that I've created, including my keywords list, my listing forms, my Poshmark closet signs. Everything that I have created and everything that I ever will create will be yours for literally $20. Now, the other part of it, which is also good news, is that if you are following everything that I'm doing, then it's an items problem. Then we have a maybe people don't want your stuff kind of problem. And so that's something that we can tackle. So I'm kind of looking at this as my sales experiment of finding out that this is what happens when you do nothing on Poshmark. You literally get nothing. Was super freeing, because now I'm like, now I can really help in a better way people identify where they're going wrong a little bit. Not because you're not wrong, you're not bad or anything. And I'm not here to, super criticize you. But what I am here to do is kind of say listen, let's talk about it. You think you're doing all these things, but you're missing. You might be sending offers, but you're not doing it enough or as good as I am. So therefore, I'm going to make more sales and you're not. And so I'm not bragging. I'm saying I want to help you make more sales just like me. So try to listen to what I'm saying. So The offer to liker strategy I have, it's too much to go through in this video. I have a separate video on it. Just search Rebecca the Reseller offer to likers or comment below. I will send it to you. Employ that exactly as how I have it set up. You will make sales because as soon as I turned mine back on, they started again. So it's not, I've said this before too. I think I have an Instagram post about it. Like, it's not that it's my way. Like, I'm not here to be like, get on a power trip. All the resellers do exactly what I say. Like, I could care less. I'm saying I found a system over tinkering over years that works for me. And I'm happy to share it with you for free. And I'd love for you to make sales too. But then you say to me, but I'm not making the sales. And then I say, but are you doing the things? And then you say, well, no, I'm not doing the things that you said for free. So we have a problem. So if you want to make the sales, do the things I say, not because I said them, but because they have worked based on my experience. Now, if you find something else that works for you, where you're making all the sales you want, then do that thing. I'm not here to change your mind. I'm really talking to the people that are not making the sales that they want to make. You're listing the items, you're going to the thrift store, you're steaming the things, and you think you're sharing and you think you're just sending offers and you think you're doing a good job, but there's something that's not right, and that's why you're not making the sales. So it's identifying the thing that is amiss. What's amok? What is the problem? The problem is you're probably not sharing enough. So you need to share up to 9,000 times per day. You need Posher VA to do this. I have said it in many, many, many videos. It allows you to schedule it so you don't have to do anything. I have my Posher VA over here set up on 2 closets. It is sharing, sharing, sharing for me on a schedule. I haven't touched that schedule, and I don't know how long. And it just goes for me all the time. And it's my little sales robot. So sharing, number 1. Number 2, the offer to liker strategy. Again, that's in a separate video. And it's happening for me all the time. The only thing I have to do is 3 times a week, I have to tell it to do the bulk offers. That's it. So that's fine. The price dropping I do once a week. I think I have a video on that. If I don't, and you want to know what my price dropping strategy is, comment price dropping down below, and then that will tell me to make it, because I feel like I have one, but I don't know. After 600 videos, I don't know what I have and what I don't have anymore. So price dropping. My shoppers, I do have a video. I have 2 videos on this, and that goes through my exact My Shopper strategy. So these are all the things that once I start putting back in place, the sales started happening, where when I took them all away, I got nothing. So you might not be at a nothing sales situation. You might be at making 2 or 3 sales a week or 2 or 3 sales a day, but I should be making more and I want to be making more. That's where we have a problem, and where we can look at all of these little sales generating activities and say, are you doing this? Great, but are you doing it this way? If you're doing it this way and you're doing all the other things this way, just like Rebecca the Reseller does, now we have an items problem. We can talk about that. But if you're not doing the sales generating activities the way I suggest, then that's where you can start. So either way, it's good news because we can work on it with you, but it's just trying to identify where to start, really. So I feel like this experiment by accident just kind of, helped me really see firsthand how I can be more helpful to you, because I talk about these strategies all the time, and you may be out there like, yeah, I do that. But like, are you really doing it the same way? Are we on the same exact page? Are we? Because when I didn't do it this way, I didn't make sales. And then when I did, I made sales. So I don't know how other ways to say it. And then if we do find out that you're doing exactly what I'm saying with the Poshmark sales generating activities that I talk about, and you're doing exactly what I do, then we have an items problem, and then I have videos for you, or that's a good time to start talking like Poshmark closet review with me or coaching call with me, where we can have a little bit more custom togetherness. But I do have videos about the kinds of items I sell. I have what sold videos, I have criteria videos and no-low videos and all of the things to tell you what you should be selling on Poshmark and what you shouldn't be selling on Poshmark. So it's there for you. And then whatever questions you have, then just let me know down below. I answer every single comment that I get. So ask away and I'm happy to help. I'm here for you. If you don't have my free reseller resource guide, start there. Then watch the videos I suggested. There is a free Rebecca the Reseller video library in the free reseller resource guide. So all you have to do is go by topic and find the exact video that you may need to help you in your business and increase your Poshmark sales. And then of course I can do a closet review for you, or we can set up coaching. All of that's available and teachable. So I will see you in the next video. I wish you all the best. And yeah, it was a bummer that I didn't make sales those 5 days. I was like, yay, I can finally open it. And like nothing happened. I was so mad because my favorite thing next to making sales on vacation is coming home from vacation and shipping all the sales that I made while on vacation. And I didn't even get to have that. And it was really depressing. So anyway, I hope that you go on vacation for shorter amounts of time. That's what I'm going to do going forward so that you can keep your store open and make sales all the time without a problem. But yeah, it was a little bit of a bummer. But I wish you guys the best. I'll see you later. Bye. Posher VA is a tax-deductible business investment that pays for itself many times over each month. It increases Poshmark sales because it shares and sends offers more than I ever could manually. It handles all my shares, automatic offer to likers, bulk offers, and it can do price drops and relists. When my coaching clients add Posher VA, it makes more sales basically immediately. The best part is that you get your time back. More time with family, thrifting, whatever. Get 20% off with code Rebecca the Reseller and the link below.